Welcome back to the channel. It's Louis Crypto here, and over the past updates we've actually been predicting for some downside on Casper. In fact, some weeks ago I made some videos suggesting that we could be seeing dumps around the corner if we are not reclaiming a key level, and that is the level where we found resistance. Okay, 51900. The main reason we were looking at this level, can we see this is the first set of resistance that we felt came back up into it. We did actually make a higher high on this time frame, but when we scale to other time frames, we didn't actually see a break of this level with a confirmation close above it. So when we had this fake out over here, you came back under and basically confirmed it as resistance after this failure to break out. So you did throw back in, and then you just used it as resistance, confirming that this is our top. Now those bearish signals that I was talking about were on the 5-day time frame. Now if I just get rid of the drawings real quick, we can see that this high is you can see from this point, from this high, we've gotten higher highs. So here's a higher high, here's a higher high. This is what we call uptrend structure. We won't see this in a downtrend, these higher highs. So what would this suggest? This would suggest that we should continue higher and higher eventually as we keep printing those higher highs. Maybe right now we're just putting in a higher low. But I'm actually seeing the opposite on this indicator over here. As the price is continuing higher, it's basically tricking everyone into believing this is still an uptrend. In fact, it is. However, the trick over here is that this indicator is in disagreement with what the chart is actually saying. And I've shown this multiple times on other alts. If you've been following along with the channel, make sure you do. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share these video updates for more like-minded people like yourself to get a hold of and learn some valuable information from them. So we have these bearish divergences in play where we have the momentum of money coming in actually decreasing, which is weird because price continues up. So basically the chart is the scam. And what I mean is that this indicator is the truth. This is now the 5-day time frame. So please understand that a signal on this could take months to actually play out. I saw similar signals on Quant over a year ago, back in October, November time. And I was signaling back in October last year, suggesting that Quant would go sub $100 down into the 80s. And it's taken a whole year of course, hate and people not listening for it to actually come true. So what I'm trying to get at is that I might say something today that it could be turning bearish, but it could actually take months on end to actually flip bearish. That's what I'm trying to get at. But the main point of resistance that we should be focused on is this high over here. So when we broke out of this high, made this higher high, we broke with the bodies above that wick. Can you see over here, this highest body is not above that wick. So that's telling me everything. So we can see, even if we're ignoring this over here, we've got a high and a higher high with the bodies, but we need this body to break that high for continuation. So we have the higher highs with the bodies, but down here we've got the lower highs. So that's a bearish divergence coming into play. And that is why we're now seeing this dump off. But it's taken, again, as every candle is 5 days, it's going to take some weeks to see this turnaround. Pretty much one candle is almost a week. And you can see this turnaround has taken almost a month. And it was about a month ago where I said Casper could be on the verge of crashing, but it could take months and months and months for that to actually play out. And we're seeing those early developmental stages of that. And if you've been following along with the updates over here on the channel, we've been doing some lower time frame analysis, such as the 4-hour. And even on the daily over here, we're seeing similar things where price, as you can see, this high, and then this next high is higher than the last. Whereas if we mark those two out on this indicator right over here, we can see that we've got lower highs. So another disagreement on a different time frame, more closer to where we are on the daily. And so these are signals that we can't ignore. If you see these signals on higher time frames, they become even more accurate. So the fact we saw that on the daily, and this is the first ever divergence full stop, whether it's bullish or bearish, this is the first ever divergence. Just a disagreement with the chart and the indicator. That's what a divergence is. And the first one we see on this time frame is a bearish one. So we cannot ignore this. Since its inception, it's only gone up. But we're at a make or break moment right now. And we're going to analyze that today. So please do stay tuned. We were calling for this dump. Now we're on the 4-hour time frame. We were calling for this dump the other day. As soon as we lost this 200 EMA, even before that point, we were saying, if you go ahead and lose this key level of support over here, you're creating the reverse wave. This is what's going to start the dump. In fact, the title for the last few Casper updates were lose this level and Casper crashes. And this was the level we were talking about. I even made a video update yesterday about this. And we can see that the 200 EMA here was lost. So on the 4 hour, this basically means it's now in a downtrend. And even though we bounced off of the 1 fib level, I think this is where I made the video yesterday. I was suggesting, yes, you're still holding at support, but the only way to invalidate this dump that will eventually meet these targets, look, we've gone ahead and met the first target. That's all given for free here in the channel. If you're confident enough to take these trades, please do so. There's so many free trades in every single alt update that I do daily. But if you're not getting the hang of these trades yet, message me. I'm more than happy to help you get educated. I've got over 5 years of market experience. I've taught over 100 students personally through my mentorship plan. So if you want to be one of those, I've got 25% discount off for the next 2 people. Any further questions, I'm not going to go into it any more than that. Any further questions, message me, reach out to me over on twitter.com. The links are underneath this video, whether you want to do the course, the mentorship, or just joining that Discord community for the future investments such as Casper, as well as those other ones that you see in the channel, as well as more. There's about 30 in there, and you're also going to be getting those weekly group mentorship calls, so you can get free mentorship lessons, but as a group if you're joining the Discord community, and you will get this as well included if you do the mentorship. So over here we were bouncing off the 1 fib level, but as I mentioned yesterday, you need to reclaim what was lost, this key area of support, and all we were doing is coming back up into it as resistance. Main reason being, this is where we needed to find support, but also that the 200 EMA is there as an extra confluence, an extra confirmation for you guys that this was a support. And now that we come up into it, resistance, the 2 reasons why it's resistance. You actually have 4 multiple moving averages in the same area saying that this is resistance, this is where we should get rejected. And as we are underneath the 200 EMA, we are in a downtrend. We created the reverse wave by breaking past this and downtrend because of the 200 EMA being lost and confirmed as resistance, confirming that you are in a downtrend. So we should go ahead and lose this 1 fib level low. And you can see that's what's happened. And it's quite nice that you've actually bounced from the 1.272 and used this 1 fib level as resistance. It's looking for this continuation lower. But I'm going to prepare you in case we get a pump. Now, if we do get a pump, the levels remain the same. We are bearish below this point. So even if we now get above the 1 fib level and have this pump more towards 4.7 cent, it's not good enough, guys. We will eventually continue lower. So my expectation over the next days is that whether we pump or not, we're just going down. Okay, right now we're going down. Whether we go up in tomorrow, the day after, it's temporary. We are going down, guys. Everything changed when we held this area as resistance over here, and we had that daily bearish divergence where we got the higher highs here and the lower highs here, and in the 5-day time frame we've got the consistent 3 highs that are all higher than the last, but 3 highs that are lower than the last over here. So these are the signals that I mentioned about a month ago and was getting a lot of hate for, but we're now starting to see the rollover process. We can, of course, find support. I've already mentioned that to flip this bullish again, you need to reclaim the level that made us bearish. So where that 200 EMA is, this golden pocket over here at about 474.96 cents. And a reclaim of that is the first early developmental stages of continuing this uptrend. You then need to tackle this. You actually need to get above, hold this as support, tackle that. Probably get rejected, tackle it again, hold it as support. You could throw back in and do this. There's a lot of work to flip this bullish. That's what I'm trying to get at. We are now trapped in this downtrend, and this is something that I was warning off a month ago, and the reception was not the greatest. Again, guys, I'm just a messenger. I really couldn't care less up or down. Obviously, as an investor, I want it to go up in the long term, but I want that end goal. I want that final price target more than you guys. So why would I go ahead and lie to myself and lie to you guys and saying that it is going to go up when the signs are there suggesting that it will turn around and go down? And we've been proved right ever since me calling for that dump. And I'm basically every day going to just show you those indicators that were calling for the dumps. And yeah, we're just seeing the follow through in that, and we're seeing the weakness in Bitcoin as well, and what's going on in the world at the moment. You could then technically say that it could be a reason for a short-term pump, because people are looking for safe havens for parking up their money in the immediate short term, like the stock market having a pump today, also the DXY coming down. So that could be a reason for a pump. When that dies off, we will eventually continue lower. That is what I'm trying to get at, guys. So expectation is whether this short-term stock market pump is going to drag everything in the crypto market up, we eventually go down low. So I just think it's going to go down. So that's it from me today. Again, below this, we're destined for lower prices, sub 4 cents for Casper. So if any of you want to learn how to trade, I've got multiple things in place to make you a self-sufficient trader. Message me through the link tree in the description of this video over on my twitter.com. Click this, it'll take you straight there. Louis_crypto with the blue tick. I've also got a course and a mentorship plan, as well as a private Discord where we do weekly group calls to teach you how to trade, to give you the criteria you need. And if this criteria and checklist is not fulfilled, you're not entering the trades. So I'm giving you the exact strategies so you can become a profitable trader in the Discord, and you can join for a £20 month fee, and you're not only going to get those future investments, you're going to get those weekly group calls. Students actually get this for half price. So if you want to become a student, you head to the booking section, and this is where you can take action on the course that will teach you from zero knowledge into a self-sufficient trader. Over 100 people have taken action on this in the past, and we can see that over here there's 30 plus videos teaching you again from beginner. You could already be advanced, but I would suggest if you are advanced to do the mentorship plan so we can work on what your actual struggles are. Whether you wanted to do 5 hours of my personal help or 10 hours of my personal help, you can be a beginner, you can be advanced. It doesn't matter what the situation is. You might think you're advanced. If you're not profitable, you're not simply that advanced. So I've got the strategies that you just need to implement, get them down, consistently do it every single day, have that discipline, determination, that never give up attitude. And as the time goes by, this won't take some months, this won't take some weeks or some months, it could take some years. For me, it was over a year to get the hang of things, and I was lucky that I had a bull market. So if you're starting to become profitable now in a market like this, what I like to call manipulated market, then as you're seeing over here with the higher highs, but then we're going down, making no sense. So this is pretty much where it's going to be the hardest to make money. And so if you can do so in these markets, and we've been predicting these moves move for move, so you're seeing for yourself that what I'm saying is coming to fruition. So even in this manipulated market, we're able to pull money out of it. So when the bull market does come, it's going to be very simple for us to do so. So if you want me to teach you, I've got over 5 years of market experience, I've taught over 100 students in the past. Just reach out to me on twitter.com. Again, links are in the description down below. Click this link. If you want to join the Discord community, you actually get free access for 3 months, whether that's through the course, you're going to have this for the rest of your life, the course, 6 hours of content, you have that to fall back on, you keep that forever, but you also get free Discord chat for 3 months. It's the same with the half mentorship plan and the full mentorship plan. And as a gesture, if you do take action on the mentorship plans, I will throw in the course included in that price. And again, after your 3 months are free, you then just take action if you want to through this membership session level over here. Cheers, guys.